Hi, let me know or raise your hand if you feel like me. The days are full. Going to work, having calls with friends and families, texting into the group chat or replying to the 52 Instagram reels that the group chat has sent, walking my dog 3 times a day, meal prepping, cleaning the house, it's a lot. However, I still make time for me. And it's not just a Sunday hitting that cute playlist and having a face mask. Throughout the week, I have multiple moments where I just either do nothing, where I can just relax, where I take care of myself, and I can show up for myself and achieve the lifestyle and beauty goals that I'm setting for myself. Not perfectly, but I still can make this time. So this video today is for the girlies who have things to do. Let's talk about how I make time for beauty and lifestyle while working full time. And no, this does not include waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Maybe 5 a.m. for the early birds, but not 4. Let's be real for a second. I still want to acknowledge the real life that we all live and sometimes get neglected, but pushing for this ultra sophisticated and aesthetical lifestyle that sometimes feels so unattainable. Most of us are juggling with more than we would admit. There is the job, there is the content creation on the side or the other business that you want to make, there's the hobbies, there is the kids, there is the dogs, there is the partner, there is the family, there are the friends, there are the laundry. There's so much, not only in a day, but especially in a week, that makes us then put beauty and lifestyle at the bottom of the list after the emails, after the FaceTime, after the group chat even, and even after the laundry, the meal prep, and everything else. And when that gets repeated week after week, month after month, yet the feeling or the need to feel more confident or consistent with ourselves, it can become very frustrating because every time we try, life keeps lifing and we just have to pull back on ourselves more often. Like you start a new routine, but then you feel tired. You plan a self-care and then your boss sets up a meeting that you need to prepare for now. And then the little time that you have for your routine gets rushed because you just want to get done with it. And I get this so much because all these examples are pulled from my own real life. And the thing that I wanted to say is that it's not laziness or something bad about yourself. If you feel stuck, don't think that it's because you don't want it enough. Sometimes it is, but when the feeling is so strong, it's not that you don't want it enough. Sometimes it can mean that you just don't have the right container for it yet in your week. Let's dive into this famous concept of time blocking. I use it a lot at work and my week are mostly structured, even though a lot of things are moving around. I do have block of times and I know when it's a Monday what we do on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and so on. We don't hope for things to happen. We actually schedule them in. To-do lists are good. They should never be endless though. It often just seems like you're creating a wish list with things that you never take off. Let's try to block specific time. Especially if you try doing time blocking, you will see in your calendar that some things are just not doable. When you know that you work from 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, you will see the time that you have for commuting. Try to incorporate as much as you can and see how your life or your timetable actually looks and where you can fit things in. You can actually know when things can be done or not. The reason why time blocking is so important, according to me, it's the brain fatigue that can be reduced thanks to it. After realizing that at work and also implementing that in my real life, I realized how relaxed I actually am about my time and how I do things, because decision fatigue is real. When moments are not allocated, you have to constantly think about what are we doing next. The more we make decisions, the more fatigued we are in the end. Every unplanned task or event is actually a mini battle that is happening in your head because you are reevaluating your whole timetable, your whole week, your whole month, and so on and so on. And so by the time you get to that thing, you are completely done already. So time blocking as much as you can your life will help reduce that mental load. You will automatically do less last minute decisions because your life is just planned and there is sometimes no room for it. So saying no is quicker than thinking about how you can put this in, if you can do it, and so on. Think of it as giving your future self a gift. There are some days that I just plan nothing, and when I get to them, I feel so happy, because sometimes when you're doing nothing, you feel a little bit guilty because you know you have things to do. But since it's planned already, you know that today is actually free, so you can actually enjoy it. So I'm sometimes so grateful for the time that I've blocked for being free, that I can just enjoy and be more calm and just enjoy the moment. I always want to be as real as I can with you and acknowledge the reality of life. These things are not easy. If you think of it, there are so many things to plan into it. I've mentioned it a little bit before. When you plan your week and see, okay, this is the commute time, this is time I prep for my food, or this is time I just go to work. This is the time I have from getting up to going to work. Here I'm traveling, here this person is coming over, and so on and so on. There's so much to fit into a calendar. Everything cannot be time blocked. Let's be realistic. And on top of that, plans change. People do come over, people do call. Your period hits. Let's not ignore that. And sometimes my dog just decides to puke on my carpet, my beige carpet. That's not fun. And I have not planned to make a whole deep clean of my carpet. Sometimes life comes at you like the red wedding, and it's okay. The key isn't about controlling every second of your life, but it's actually creating a rhythm so that when you fall off beat, you can just jump right back into it. Think of it as your personal safety net. So now that we have the concept, we often want to jump right into it, but there's something I need to mention that is like the homework you need to do before, and that will help you succeed and not fall off track. Think of, you're not finding time, you are assigning time. You are the lead project manager of your life. And if beauty and wellness matter to you, they deserve to have their own scheduled time. I noticed that this takes a major mindset shift as well, because let's go back a few minutes when we mentioned that we cannot hit those beauty and lifestyle goals because we do them after every single thing, which means that we put ourselves last. It means that the priority of it is quite low. So we have to raise the priority. We have to think of it, why it's so important, why we want to make it a habit. This shift of mindset will be the hardest thing you will ever have to do. Sometimes it will come against things that we are used to. The idea of who we thought we are, this is just me, sometimes needs to be dismantled in order to achieve the person we want to be. Sometimes it goes against how we've been raised, how culturally we've seen and lived through things. It's hard and it's not easy, even when it's clear. Even today, I have to remind myself of me when I'm doing something and notice that I'm putting myself back, or I'm just unprioritizing myself or the things that I've said. I have to remind myself and then make the shift in my mind and then correct things. Speaking of priorities, not everything needs to be done in the same day or in the same week. Spread it. We overestimate the things we can do in a day or a month or a year, but underestimate the things we can do on the long run. So just take it easy. Do the things that you can do right away. And also when I say priorities, I also say boundaries. A few weeks back, I had a call with a friend. We usually do like check-ins, especially with living in Germany. I have friends from everywhere. So when we call, they're pretty long calls, but I had to set her a time limit. And it just sounds bad. But in the end, the people who care about you understand and want you to be at your best. They will have nothing against it and say, we will talk for this amount of time and then go do your thing. They will want you to be at your best. And this is what I said to my friend. I was like, we have to have a limit here. And she was so understanding, and I'm so grateful for that. Then on a more practical side, if you want to implement anything today, I think stacking routines are the best. For instance, in the morning, I have my devotion time. So I decided also to just be able to read my Bible more consistently while listening to it. So I put my Bible up on read, so it will read me the Bible, and I just do my face routine. So I can do two things at the same time. When I deep condition my hair, I often do my emails or even prepare content and scripts and ideas. Lately, what I do is cleaning my makeup brushes during the weekend. And when I do that, I just put my face mask on. So while the face mask is working and sitting on my face, I just clean my makeup brushes. For outfits, my Sunday church outfit is also my Monday work outfit. These are the little things I think about, and I try to stack as much as I can so that I can get more done or more easily things done at the same time. And this is also something that gets me started much more quicker. Some tools that help me are my Google Calendar and the reminder. I use my Notion dashboard. I'm working on a whole dashboard and tracking system that you can actually download and use for yourself. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, visual trackers are just as good, like sticky notes in the bathroom. They work well. And I have my weekly journal where I prep everything on a Sunday or Monday morning. I like to write things with my hand, and this helps me have a very clear overview of the month and also the week. So that's how I actually manage my beauty and lifestyle while working full time. I treat my time as a resource and absolutely not like an accident. It happens, but not for the most of the time. Managing my lifestyle this way has helped me feel less behind in life and at the same time in control. It has given me like a nice balance and a rhythm. The example of the rhythm is what illustrates it the best. It's like a rhythm, and when you fall off beat, you can just catch up. And just to be clear, I don't always feel motivated, but having this structure helps me just to keep on going. And sometimes it just takes to start for 5 minutes something to get me going, and then I feel proud about myself. Like today, my goal was to film 2 videos, and when that is done, I've done it and I can relax and knit. I love to knit. So that's what's waiting for me right after this video. So please don't rely on motivation here. It's so fleeting, and a system or a schedule is much more helpful. So now I'm curious, what is your non-negotiable thing that you do? And if you don't have it, what would you want it to be? For me, I'm going to prepare what we are talking about next week. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. And I will see you next week. Bye.